Alright friends, welcome. As you guys can see, this is the Batman the Telltale series. I was going through the, the PlayStation store and I saw that this is a demo. And I believe it's a demo, it's only the first episode that they give you. And so, if it's anything like the Walking Dead Telltale series, then this might just be interesting, right? I know it's very cartoonish, which isn't a bad thing. I'm just very curious to see what the story is about. I decided to not look into it and not know anything and go into it blind. So again, this is just the demo, and let's see what it's all about, y'all. I had my headphones on, so friends, as always, you get nice and comfy, you get your snacks and your drinks, and join me here in this adventure with Batman. Batman. Try to do the Batman voice. Okay, we are connecting here. Let's see what the main menu is about. Or we might just be starting, because it is a demo. Never mind. Alright, so we have play the classic edition, play the shadows edition, and we have the extras and settings. I'm immediately going to go to the audio here. I'm going to put the subtitles on, apply. Let's do the classic edition. I like this music. This is like the type of stuff I like to listen to. It's very cinematic. Okay, we have episode 1, Realms of Shadows. Ooh, we have Catwoman. I've actually been meaning to play the Batman games. I believe I only played one of them. No, I also played the Asylum one as well. But it was never like in order or back to back either. I never played all of them entirely. And so I want to be able to do that and bring that adventure here for y'all. But I haven't got into it. But okay, let's see. Purchased and installed, Crown Play. I'm not sure what that means, I'm sorry. And it says Bruce Wayne navigates the treacherous waters of Gotham politics as a series of shocking allegations surface, while Batman confronts Gotham's most notorious crime boss. And who would that be? How many episodes would the season have? Alright, there's 5 episodes in it. All of them say purchased and installed. Did I buy this game without knowing? No. I don't think the demo is 1 season, right? There's no way they would do that. Let me look this up. Did I accidentally buy this? Okay, yeah, it's saying that the demo is only the first episode. Okay, I don't know if I actually did or not. If I did, then I guess we're gonna have to go through the whole thing because I bought it already. Or it's just saying that it's purchased and installed, but it's not actually. I don't know, y'all. This is my first time opening this. I thought I would only be able to see the first episode unlocked, and then maybe everything else would be not available or like blocked basically because I can't play it, but we'll see. So this may potentially be an adventure that we're gonna go on, or it might just be the demo, which is the first episode. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get started. Select a bat tech color. That is cool as hell. Okay, this yellow one is nice, but it reminds me of Iron Man. I like the blue. Blue's Batman. You know, I even got it in the back. I don't imagine this is like any of the Batman games, right? This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. Is it now? City Hall, it is 8:32 p.m. Is there gonna be a robbery?
Hey, what are you?
Wow, I didn't mean to call it. You don't gotta shoot the people, you know, they're just doing their job, man. Come on. I mean, they don't care, right?
Get it open. On it. Hey, you think he's gonna show? You bring the whole goddamn place down. Stay focused. We'll be out of here before anyone can stop us.
I like how they're like, potentially Batman will come and kick our ass, but we're still gonna do it anyways.
Oh, Christ.
Move in!
Come on, move back!
Gordon. They're on the 52nd floor. I'm going in.
Hey! Wait!
It's Batman.
Wait for backup!
Don't need it.
Take the stairs.
I heard stories, you know. Sent 3 home in an ambulance. The rest in body bags. No wonder the cops want him dead. Hey, you ever seen him?
Yeah, Gotham Zoo. With all the other flying animals.
Surprise, surprise! Speak of the devil himself.
Huh?
You can't see that. Hello!
Bruce, you can't keep doing this.
I have to. No one else will.
Every drop of blood, everything you've sacrificed. The city is safer now. It's made you a target. And people will keep you in the crosshairs until you're shot out of the sky.
Yeah, well, that's the point. Let them come.
Shit! The hell'd he go? Whatever got in, don't let it get out. What was that?
Fast, I'm too fast for y'all.
Back to back, circle up! What the hell is this?
One at a time, baby. Alright, they're teaching me how to do everything right now.
I know you're trying to create a myth, but be careful you don't turn into a monster.
Sometimes you need a monster.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Woo! I can't really see! Okay, this is going way too fast. It's almost like Detroit Become Human. Turns out my mic is in the way, y'all. I can't really see sometimes.
your mother teach you to knock? Behind you, big boy.
He's already in there.
Payday.
Oh, so he doesn't know who she is, right? I love that in the Batman games you get to play as her. Bye-bye, guys! Peace out.
If you want to be intimidating, you're succeeding. Criminals are becoming afraid of you, so are the police.
It's a scare tactic, Al. Just a performance.
Without a scratch.
So far. That doesn't belong to you.
I was wondering if we'd cross paths.
You broke the law. Here I am.
Cut the shit. The law. Don't tell me that's why you do all this. Squeeze into a suit, tie on a cape. Most people dressed up like that end up in Arkham.
Gotham needs a hero. Someone to hunt down people like you.
So that makes me, what, a villain? Sounds fun. Gotta admit it, though. You give a good chase. One day you might actually catch me.
Tonight.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
Then let's put you in a cage.
Bring it, Bat.
Oh, we're fighting. At least they go in slow motion for me as I'm trying to catch up. We broke her goggles. That's a no-no.
Holy hell! You get this? Move us in, closer!
This is the news. They're gonna catch us fighting. God damn.
It's over.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh no, I missed! Oh, somehow I got her.
Who are now? Jesus! Got it! Wait! Do not shoot!
Why go to all that trouble for this?
Shit!
A myth can't be killed. You, however, are flesh and blood.
God damn it! I said don't shoot!
No! Wait!
Batman doesn't kill people, right? Unless he has to.
Ugh. Guess I was wrong about you catching me. Not sure if it was for my sake or yours.
Give up! There's no way out!
Give me some credit. Bye, Bat.
Step out of the shadows and be Bruce Wayne tonight.
Oh, that's a much harder fight.
Don't let tombstones be your family legacy.
Well then. Time to save the city.
I don't know what's going on there. I guess it's just the light. Welcome to Gotham. Alright, that was a cool intro.
Thank you, everyone. A humble district attorney like myself is not used to such a ringing endorsement. Even one who cut Gotham's crime rate in half. Now, for too long, this city has burned with corruption and greed under Mayor Hill's authority. But I promise you, a vote for Harvey Dent is a vote to finally put your foot down. And together, we can stamp out the fire and save our great city. If only Mr. Wayne, my campaign's largest backer, could have heard that applause, he would well, there he is. Fashionable and fashionably late as always. Say hi, Bruce.
Welcome to Wayne Manor, everyone. My apologies for the late arrival.
Oh, not to worry, Mr. Wayne. We've all made ourselves very comfortable. Thank you again, everyone, for your unwavering support. Together, we will change Gotham.
How many things is he gonna say?
Mr.
And then
Wayne,
everybody starts clapping.
thank you for opening your house to us. Now, I know this is the biggest mansion in Gotham, but I don't think you got lost on your way here. Where were you? I know you prefer the brooding billionaire angle, so the sooner we make nice with the donors, the sooner everyone will leave you alone.
Relax, it was important.
Not more than this. I know you despise these things, and truth be told, I do too.
What, a chance to show off your teeth and talk about yourself to a room full of money?
Say it ain't so. It's called playing the game, Bruce. And tonight, if you hadn't noticed, I'm playing for City Hall. No one came here tonight to see me.
Some champagne.
They want to see the Bruce Wayne, am I right?
And I can see him just fine from here.
This shouldn't be painful. It's not a kidney stone. It's only a little FaceTime with potential donors. Your face, specifically, with a mouth that's saying, support Harvey Dent. We're the grease, they're the wheels. And they're rolling in enough cash and votes to help make Gotham a place for families again. A little liquid courage before facing your adoring public. This'll help you too, Bruce. Once I've turned this city around as mayor, you'll be a hero for funding my campaign. Now all I need is a decent slogan. I'm terrible at those. It always makes me sound like a used car salesman. Which, for the record, I have not been since before law school.
All right. How about, put a dent in crime,
Look at you. That's not half bad. I'm gonna use that. Bruce, I meant what I said. Together, you and me, we change Gotham. A city free from crime, where children can play in the streets again.
That's what I want too, Harvey, but you know how rough it is out there. We have to shake things up to make that happen.
Well, we can start with a few hands, Come on.
Somebody's arriving.
Pause.
Mr. Wayne, I'd like to introduce you to
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two.
Hello, Bruce.
Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises, and her husband
Voted for Mayor Hill last time. I'll admit it, Mr. Wayne. I don't know Mr. Dent from a pothole on Main Street. but I trust your family. If you believe in Dent, we believe in you. After all, whoever you support is a reflection on you.
And we trust someone like you to lead this city to greatness.
Well, I'm flattered, truly, but this night is about getting Harvey Dent elected so he can fix those potholes.
I think I speak for half the room when I say politicians are puppets.
Oh, come on now, Bob. I'm not a politician. I'm a crusader. No strings attached.
Old families like ours should flock together, you know, like birds.
You're preaching, dear.
No, it's true. The Waynes and Zellerbachs are reminders of the golden age of Gotham.
This city's luster faded years ago, Mr. Dent. Look at Gotham now. Murder in the streets, corruption in City Hall, that Cape Bat freak dealing out vigilante justice like it's the wild goddamn West.
Oh, Bobby, regarding Golden Age, seems you're getting cranky in yours. There's always hope.
Forgive me for being blunt, but one man can't save this city. And it's a dangerous mentality to think so. That's how you get creeps like this Batman.
Well, I have to say I side with your wife on this, Mr. Zellerbach. Even a spark of hope can light the darkness.
Oh, an idealist with a bank account. He'll be broke before Election Day.
And I know Bruce would gladly spend every penny he has to fix this city. I don't doubt that for a moment. Don't worry, though. I am not doing this alone. And with Bruce's help, we're replacing the dangerously unsecure Arkham Asylum with a state-of-the-art mental health facility to help Gotham's most at-risk individuals. It will be dedicated to Thomas and Martha Wayne, in the hopes that their fate will never be repeated.
After all your parents did for this city, to be killed in a botched robbery in some alleyway, it was terrible. Truly terrible.
A tragedy like that at such a young age must have been crippling.
If only that deranged man had gotten the right treatment, maybe... well, I don't like to think about maybes. And I'm sure you don't either.
Well, thank you. I wish my parents could be here speaking with you too.
And thank you, Bruce, for investing in the health of this city's future.
You have our support, Mr. Dent. Go get him.
We're on our way. Not saying I doubted you, but that went better than expected.
It is a night of ringing endorsements.
Oh, well, hello. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale. Not interested. And reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
This is a private fundraiser, Miss Vale. No reporters allowed.
Well, you don't mind if I stay and ask a few questions, do you, Mr. Wayne?
Well, you can ask me whatever you want at the press conference tomorrow.
No, it's all right. You can stay.
Thanks.
Bruce?
This is quite the social event, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, come on now. It's so formal. Call me Bruce.
Well, Bruce, you've been going around pleasing everyone tonight. But how are you doing? You should enjoy your own party before all the champagne runs out.
Everyone loves the host. You're king for a day.
Just a day? I would have guessed Bruce Wayne has that feeling year-round.
Yeah, well, I take nights and weekends off.
Mr. Wayne, you've got something on your collar. Is that blood? Yeah. It looks like...
Oh, this? No, it's nothing. It just, cut myself shaving.
What, your butler didn't help you this time? Hey, kidding.
Do excuse me, Master Bruce, but another guest has arrived.
I'm sure they'll find the bar.
You may want to greet this one personally, sir.
Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Falcone's never been convicted of anything, except being a businessman who loves this city. Excuse us, Miss Vale.
And what kind of business do you think he's in?
The one that controls enough votes to get me into City Hall. This is the necessary evil of politics, Bruce. It's in the service of a better Gotham, for all of us. Look, at least hear him out before you kick him out. Falcone requested to speak with you directly. Maybe he can change your mind.
Jesus, Harvey, inviting a known criminal to your fundraiser doesn't exactly look good for your squeaky clean image.
Let me worry about that. A word of warning, Bruce? Play nice.
You know, I've been in the market for a new house. Decent walk-up, sky-high ceilings, plenty of room for my cars. I think I'll take it. Though the decor offends my eyes. Oh, man, all flash, no class.
Let's talk privately, shall we?
Hey, I like this guy. Ready to do business before we even introduce ourselves. But we'll get to that. Carmine Falcone, thank you for welcoming me into your home. You're a respectable man, I hear.
Bruce Wayne.
I know who you are. The guy who's gonna sell me his house.
Gentlemen, perhaps we'll all be more comfortable in the parlor. Follow me, if you will.
I don't know. I feel like certain things are gonna bite me in the booty.
You should know, Mr. Falcone, my analysts say we're raising triple what Mayor Hill had...
You'll be fine out there, Harvey. I saw plenty of skirts to keep you busy for a few minutes.
Harvey stays with us.
A man's home is his castle. I respect that. Seen and not heard.
Whatever you...
What did I say? Mr. District Attorney here wants to make sure the rules are followed. But in my experience, there's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey actually help this city instead of just saying he will.
Unlike most people I've met, Harvey actually has integrity. He's trying to make Gotham a better place.
So am I. So are you. Hey, we all carry this city on our broken backs. Might lighten the load if we do so together. I ain't here to chinwag about politics, Mr. Wayne. Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is. So, let's talk relationship. Chalk this for me. Be a pal. I can get Harvey the mayor's seat, or I can pull it out from under him. Okay, imagine this is me, and these are all my friends in Gotham. The businesses, restaurants, clubs, docks, unions, politicians. If Harvey gets elected, that's why I came here tonight to your lovely home, hoping to make a new friend. One who can help Mr. Dent see the light, if need be.
Look, I'm only talking to you because Harvey asked, trusting a friend to know what's best for Gotham.
Now that's a predicament. You listen to me, kid. I know somewhere inside that tuxedo you understand this situation. Money gets money. The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake. And which to break.
Don't you dare talk about my father.
You're getting worked up over nothing. Hell, I knew him longer than you did. People don't say no to me. Not for long.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Heed your butler's advice, kid. Oh, and I'm no longer interested in buying the house. The owner's a prick, and he's gonna get what's coming to him.
I guess you are as well, buddy. I guess this is the villain we're facing in this episode here. Maybe the entire season.
It's me.
Episode 1. We're like 36 minutes into this. This is just the intro. Realm of Shadow.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in, with breaking and entering incidents up 40% over last year. Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Allegations that Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think
I can walk now.
Any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived
We're
as
in
a
the
desperate
Batcave.
attempt
I like to look around.
to take down one of Gotham's most promising young
But I guess we just have to.
And in other news,
Where am I going? The Batmobile.
crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg processing
Yeah, this is almost exactly like The Walking Dead.
Oh, that's the stuff.
That's it. Okay, it seems like we have another vehicle over there. Can't just have one, right? Especially when we're fighting crime, we gotta have some backup. Oh, and then the suit's right there. Man, this must be exhausting. I look at the news a couple times and I have like a major headache. Now this dude's on it all the time trying to fight that crime.
Random stabbings are the latest headache for the riders.
The suit absorbed most of the damage from that gunshot. But I've got to protect my back, even from the police.
Yeah, that idiot can't follow simple instructions.
Holographic lenses, voice modulation. Wayne Enterprises really outdid themselves with this version.
Critical condition. The police don't have any suspects at the time. 2 more patients have gone missing from Arkham Asylum, bringing the total number of escapees from the half-prison, half-mental
Yeah, we know what those tickets are, right?
this year. Only 3 have been caught to date, but all the escapees highlight
Gotham
the rough,
feed.
some would say inhumane.
Wayne Enterprises funds Arkham Asylum replacement. Are we gonna see the Joker by any chance? Alright, so those are the news that we have. Let's see what this is here.
Authorities are asking that you do not approach.
So is this just information that we've gotten? He was a childhood friend, but he's almost a stranger to me now. Just like me, his family fell apart here in Gotham. He went off to boarding school in England, and there our paths diverged. He seemed to have fallen into a life of crime. The last 2 decades gave him a lengthy rap sheet and a strange nickname, the Penguin. What happened to you, Oz? So he's gonna be the Penguin. I didn't know it was your best friend, or a friend from childhood, I should say. Okay, I read everything I could from there. I hope that was good information. It was a little bit hard with everything going on in the background and all the people talking behind me. Oh, we're gonna look at the drive now.
Nearly fell off a building for this?
Capo Louis found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge, sometime just before dawn, causing traffic to back up for miles. The cops cut him down.
Well, I wish I had that when I wanted to get rid of this chair here.
So important.
Latest headache for the riders of Gotham's overcrowded sky.
Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume. Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
What am I doing here? I gotta rotate.
This is a map of the East Side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego.
Yeah, thanks for the interruption.
And it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. No, I already checked the codex.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
That's not the point. I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
I was talking about Bruce. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
I've had to cover for mysterious injuries before.
You've been lucky.
Or I'm just a really good liar.
A necessary evil in your line of work, I suppose. Though I hope you change careers someday. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed. You two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
Do you think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it was the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Transition? Are we transitioning? We're gonna go talk to him. Cobblepot Park. 6 a.m. And that is too early.
Where are you, Oz?
This dude really just walks out here, like, freely. Most people know who you are, man. Don't some of them want you dead? I were just looking at the graffiti and stuff. I thought we would get some kind of, like, thoughts or something.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, you did choose to wear this, is all I'm gonna say. You could have put on some sweatpants, a comfy shirt with a jacket or something.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz.
So the park is pretty much for the homeless. What's up, man?
Hey.
Beat it.
Okay. I could beat you, but you're probably having a tough time. There's no graffiti there. Well,
that isn't what it used to be.
look at graffiti, it's just the wall. I didn't notice sometimes the lines and the subtitles are in the bottom, but there's like no voice. I don't know if there's something fishy going on with my game. Can't go this way. Let me look at this.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you.
Hey, you heard him, man.
You're making a mistake.
You already made one coming here. The next one kills you.
End him.
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Keep walking, all right?
This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here. Think that'll do?
Oops.
Stay down! This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Ouch. Oh my god.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, Hey, Bruce. You've got a little, Yeah, good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the rubber situation here.
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune, there's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily...
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, though. A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side. Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
So he came here to just warn us about what he's gonna do and basically get out the way if you're not on my side. Oh right, it's 6 in the morning. I kept thinking it was like late at night. I mean, if that's his home, wow. Is that us?
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
I was like, that's no way that's him.
Bruce!
Basically showing off.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. Worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. Now, Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
My parents loved Gotham. They invested their blood, sweat, and tears in this city. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide. With this facility and our next mayor, we can put a dent in crime.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
We should tear down the walls and erase it from the map. I don't want us lingering on past mistakes. I want us to focus on Gotham's future. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You even shook his hand.
Harvey is the one who invited him.
Bruce?
Personally, I would never welcome that man into my home. Anyone else have a question?
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
I don't comment on rumors. Why don't we just stick to real journalism here?
Mr. Wayne! Mr. Wayne! Is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this,
Is that what he was trying to tell
How long has
us?
your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true? What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
All right, this press conference is over.
Mr. Wayne! Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please, settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
Oh God, when people go through your stuff like that.
Hey, careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant.
It's not personal.
I'm sorry, are you arresting me?
Not unless I'm forced to. We're only collecting evidence today.
I didn't do anything.
That's what we're here to find out.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
I meant what I said about not personal. We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your places of residence, and any companies you own.
Who authorized this?
I know you and the DA are buddy-buddy, but this one came from the top. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself. As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Well, Hill has a history of making his opposition disappear.
Rumors and allegations, Mr. Wayne, that's all. But if they become fact, I'll handcuff him myself, same as any other crook. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's shopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
You punk! Be careful with things that you do. A picture of our parents. Didn't even bother looking back. Ah, I better go slap him.
Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
You don't have to do this.
Bruce. Bruce.
Bruce? I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
It's not a problem, really.
Ah, Bruce. First the mayor's office, now Wayne Manor. Gotham continues its streak of break-ins.
Yeah, really going for the record, huh?
Listen, Bruce. A scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access.
What's your angle?
Not all reporters just want a headline. Some of us are old-fashioned. I still want the truth. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet.
Carmine Falcone wants me to be in his pocket. He crashed Harvey's fundraiser and pretty much said, hop in.
Well, maybe he thinks putting a little fear in you will make you jump.
It won't.
By tonight, this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
This isn't my first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters, not wild speculation.
On the record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
The Wayne family has always been a cornerstone of Gotham. We have never had and never will have connections to organized crime.
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear.
But what if they do find something, and now they have a quote of
You're
me?
gonna beat this, Bruce. The Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Vale.
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty of enemies, but my family? We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents'...
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Then find out why he didn't.
A warrant? What the hell's going on? Wait, does this have to do with what the reporters were talking about this morning?
I'm in a lot of trouble, Harvey, and I need your help to get me out of it.
Yes, of course. Of course, whatever I can do. Mayor Hill authorized this?
Yeah, then the cops raid my house, taking everything related to Wayne Enterprises. Computers, hard drives, files.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You're the goddamn DA, Harvey.
I didn't know about this, I swear. Hill totally blindsided me on this one.
Okay, I believe you, Harvey. Mayor Hill's trying to screw us both over with this move.
And then he's made 2 enemies. I just don't get it. Why would Hill stick his neck out over this? Just to tangle you up in some frivolous investigation? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, what could he possibly hope to accomplish other than a few cheap headlines?
Do you think Falcone could be behind it?
He didn't seem too thrilled after the fundraiser. Oh, God, what a mess. Bruce, I wish I could just make this go away, but I'm not sure if I can. If I get in the way of this investigation, Hill would be able to spin it as a conflict of interest. And that wouldn't be good for either of us. It would jeopardize the entire campaign.
Then I'll go it alone. I've got plenty of resources to fight this.
We're in a bind here, Bruce. I'll do whatever I can to help.
There you are.
Hey, you?
Sorry, I got a habit of being late.
No, just glad you made it.
You didn't tell me you were bringing a friend to dinner.
This is Selina.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I'm Bruce Wayne.
So you are.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Kyle. It's a strong grip you've got there. Don't worry. I'm not gonna fall.
Oh, right, sorry.
Selina's new to town. I've been showing her around Gotham, introducing her to people.
You're an excellent tour guide, Harv.
Well, if I lose the election, I guess I can drive one of those double-decker tour buses around town.
So, Miss Kyle, what brings you to Gotham?
Business.
Well, let's just hope she stays after what happened last night.
I was mugged. I'm just angry I let that masked freak get away with all my stuff.
I still can't believe I let you walk home alone.
Well, I sure hope whatever he took wasn't too valuable.
Actually, it was.
That's probably long gone by now, whatever that idiot took.
I hope not. These were important materials.
Ooh, sensitive?
Very. I don't know how I'm gonna explain this to my client. When things like this happen in my line of work, people tend to overreact.
So, what do you do for a living?
It's complicated. High risk, high reward.
Ah, stock market, huh?
Something like that. At least I'm not the only one who's taken a beating. That press conference? Oof.
We've got it under control.
Do you?
I'll handle it. Someone at my office has to know what's going on. Excuse me a moment. Hey, it's Harvey.
Nice to meet the real you.
In case you're getting any ideas, no one would believe you.
Right. This explains a lot, actually. How you can afford the fancy armor, the toys. Wouldn't Harvey be surprised? Not to mention, everyone in this cafe.
Sorry about the black eye.
It's not the first time a man's hit me.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna expose you. Yet. I'm curious about something, though. I do what I do for money, but you're Bruce Wayne. What's your excuse? I have to. But you... why take the risk?
I think you know enough already. The rest is my secret.
And here I was thinking we were starting to get somewhere. How disappointing. You have something that belongs to me. I want it back. This is awkward for me.
Who hired you to break into the mayor's office?
My clients prefer to remain confidential. They don't know who I am. I don't know who they are.
But you know who I am.
These people I'm working for, they don't screw around. If I fail to deliver that drive, it's gonna cost a lot more than money.
Well, looks like you've made your bed.
No, we've made this bed, and I'm not gonna lie in it alone. You owe me. If they don't get what they want, there will be consequences.
All right, you want my help? You got it. What can I do?
You can give me back the drive.
Not possible.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time. My employer is expecting me to drop it off.
Where?
Just give it back.
The address, now.
No, give me the drive.
You're just going to have to trust me.
I don't do trust. I guess I'm screwed either way. My contact, he'll be expecting a cat, not a bat.
When are you supposed to meet him?
15 minutes ago. Better hurry.
Everything okay here?
You tell me.
I have my people working on it. We're gonna straighten everything out.
I feel better already. Sorry, but I've got to run.
So soon? Aren't you gonna stay for a drink?
Yeah, Bruce. Stay for a drink?
I'd love to, but I've got another appointment and I really don't want to be late for it.
Oh, all right then. Don't forget to change into your suit.
I feel like I'm watching a show, you know? And I'm kind of involved
Alfred,
a little bit.
I'm at the warehouse. No sign of Catwoman's contact. It's quiet.
The sound of an ambush. Stay on guard.
Oh. I didn't realize I can do this. Thought it was still part of the cutscene. Yeah, you
This wasn't
said
a
it.
handoff. It was a massacre.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces.
Oh, good lord. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Gordon, Eastside Docks, Warehouse 133.
Oh my god, it's those guys. Inspect evidence at the crime scene. See, this is something that I liked about the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, is that it felt almost like you being a detective. Yeah, there was some action, but it was more of like the mystery detective trying to figure out what was going on. That's what I enjoyed about that. And now that's what we get to do now.
Analyzing. It's a volatile chemical. Potential psychoactive nerve agent. Vile stuff.
Be very, very careful with that. Who knows what effect it may have.
Have the computer catalog the compound for further analysis.
As you wish.
Somebody's guts.
Nothing left to bury.
Who could have done this?
Whatever exploded did so with enough force to obliterate the person standing next to it. But the chemicals themselves were inert, not explosive.
Well, it appears to have made a pretty big boom.
I'll see what I can piece back together.
Not this person, that's for sure. Oh, I can reconstruct it. Oh my, like Detroit become human. Whatever was in here is gone.
Looks like a bullet started this.
A normal bullet couldn't have caused that explosion.
Doesn't appear normal. The point of entry's melted. Canisters were stored here. Canisters of what?
Guys, I've always wanted to dress up like Batman. I mean, his suit is so cool. I've looked at the Batgirl ones. They're cute, but I want to dress up like this too, with the fake muscles and everything. That'll be so cool.
It's a cop. The force grows thinner every day.
Yeah, man. If I knew this was gonna happen to me, I would think twice about it. Oh, there's a white rose.
White Rose. Falcone's calling card.
He's been busy as of late.
Send the drones hunting. I want to know his every move.
Good thinking, sir.
You know, I know Batman's not, he doesn't kill, right? Am I thinking about the wrong superhero? Or is that Superman? Now, Batman will kick your ass if he has to, but he won't kill you if he won't have to, right? They can just kill the dude. He's a terrible man.
No.
That bad?
Yeah.
Face slashed. Throat torn open.
So, not natural causes then.
Is that some kind of beast?
Skyline Club.
I like the reflection of his suit as well.
This man's been badly burned, but the damage seems to originate from inside his skull. What did this?
Oh god, what are we gonna do? Oh, we're getting the bullet.
Sensors say it's an incendiary round. Phosphorus residue. This could have superheated the contents of the canister,
causing the aforementioned boom.
Blood. Broken nails. Bits of human flesh.
Find a connection.
The bullet that killed the cop is the same type that blew up the canister.
I'm sure they didn't find that at a local gun store.
It appears military. I've seen these outfits before. Same mercs that broke into City Hall.
You know, I thought maybe they got in a fight or something, but maybe something got them instead.
A cop shredded this merc to pieces, barehanded.
God, what would cause someone to do that?
The nerve agent could make them psychotic. someone drove off after the explosion.
Have you put it together?
Yes. Falcone leaving his rose here. This is a message. Dead cops, stolen chemicals. He's making a big move. One of his snipers hit a canister with an incendiary bullet, causing it to superheat and explode. This may have been a distraction or a way of destroying evidence. Cops moved in to stop the theft. Falcone's men gunned them down. Then things turned grim. Possibly due to the psychoactive nerve agent. A cop ripped up a merc's face with his bare hands. It was put down. Same sniper, same type of bullet. Looks like Falcone's men got what they wanted and escaped.
Have you located the shooter?
No, but based on 2 impact trajectories, the canister and the dead cop, the shooter could only have a clear shot from there, or there, and would have contaminated himself with the phosphorus residue. Program the skimmers to pick up that signature.
Right away, sir.
Right, so we're gonna grapple ourselves, but we're going up there. Yeah, we are.
Both targets could have been shot from here, but no phosphorus trace. Phosphorus spike. Clear vantage point. We have a winner. Killing time. This is the right spot. So where did he go?
Is he still here, I wonder?
Trace stops here.
Then he should be nearby.
Found him.
Time to go to work.
Is he dead as well?
My turn. Don't make me add your corpse to this graveyard. Falcone, why did he do this?
I ain't telling you nothing! You can't make me talk!
You didn't do this alone. Where are the others?
Long gone. You won't find them! You trying to scare a confession out of me? I won't break!
Your bones will.
True what they said about you. You're a friggin' animal.
Give me a reason to stop. You know you can bleed to death without ever spilling a drop. All on the inside. Tell me the plan, or I start swinging. Tell me.
The Catwoman was supposed to hand over a drive, had the container number we needed, but she flaked. So we had to find it ourselves. Container by container. Someone must have heard us, called the cops. We were told no witnesses.
Why risk open war with the GCPD?
Some kind of chemicals. Falcone wanted them.
What are the chemicals for?
We were paid to steal them, not ask questions.
I start here and keep breaking until you answer.
The chemicals! There's some kind of explosive! A weapon! I don't know! Falcone said he'd use them soon!
Used where?
That's all I know! I swear! I swear! I told you everything I know! You're an animal! I was just here for a pickup!
You'll never hold a gun steady again.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. These are cops. Get an ambulance in here!
I think I need to call the coroner instead. Now put up your hands! Don't move!
Batman, what did you do to him?
Don't move!
He confessed to everything.
It's how you got it I'm worried about.
You have the right to remain silent.
Gordon?
I said silent!
Girl, shut
if you
up.
say another word, I will shoot you. I don't care if half the city thinks you're a hero. Right now, you're a suspect.
Gordon, tell her to stand down.
Don't you dare!
You're making a mistake, Detective. You want to hear what I have to say. Falcone stole a shipment of chemicals. Appears to be a weaponized nerve agent. Causes people to go berserk, turn violent. We need to act before he releases it.
I got a task force on it.
You already have one.
You're taking this too far, Bruce. You assume the persona of a bat, but you're not an animal. You nearly killed a man tonight.
You see what I mean?
Your
He doesn't
parents
kill.
didn't raise you this way. And neither
Come
did
on,
I.
man.
Look, I did
what you had to, but at what cost? We both know how this argument goes. Especially now, during this preposterous attack on your family. You must show the world the true nature of a Wayne.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it?
My thoughts exactly. Every time you leave this cave. You're a good man, Bruce. Good. Just like your parents. Don't lose that. I don't mean to be a doddering old fool on the subject.
Trust me, I won't lose my way.
It's quite understandable to stray from the path now and again. So long as you can find your way back. You bury the person, Bruce, but you never bury the memory.
Sometimes I wish I could. That night, that alleyway, it made me who I am. I can't get it out of my head.
That is your gift and your curse. Being Batman can allow you to turn back the tide of treachery that's reached this city's shores, or drown you in its sorrow. When you doubt your fate, remember why you started all this. Remember that boy in the alley.
I won't forget.
Neither will I. Well, back into the fray again.
Oh, they're giving it to me. How do I? Oh, here.
Well, looks like that egg finally cracked. And inside, Mayor Hill was hiding more than I could have imagined. This is a complete manifest of Carmine Falcone's criminal organization.
What in the world was Hill doing with all this? Illegal arms dealing, drug running, mob hits, money laundering?
You see Dad's name on any of these documents?
I'll run a search, but so far I don't.
This is it, Alfred. With this proof, we can finally knock out Falcone's organization.
Where would we possibly begin to dismantle it?
This is a police matter.
There's only one cop we can trust to handle this evidence correctly.
Lieutenant Gordon. He could mobilize the entire police force against Falcone.
What about that reporter from the Gazette?
Vicky.
Yes, Miss Vale. She could release this evidence through proper channels. I suppose it comes down to who you want to help most. Or who you think could do the most good.
Oh man. Here I am with a choice. I know this is probably gonna affect the story in some kind of way, right? And if I'm being completely honest, I don't know how I feel about both of them. I don't know if I can trust her fully, and he doesn't seem to have my back entirely. Alright, I feel like it's something that I have to think about, because the way that she can do it is spread it through the news, right? If she publishes things, and then the people can read about it, but what more would that do? Whereas Gordon, he's part of the police force, and he can actually go and hunt down these people, right? But he will hear about it nonetheless if I give it to her, because she's gonna come out and publish it, but then what if she doesn't do it in the right way? And then what if he doesn't take it and does what he's supposed to with it? Or something's telling me to go with her, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Vicky showed faith in me. She cares about the truth. She'll get the story out the way it needs to be told.
A wise decision, sir. We'll attack Falcone on two fronts tonight. Vicky through the media, and Batman...
By any means necessary. Whatever Falcone is planning, it ends tonight.
He's a spider, Bruce. Eyes everywhere. A dense web of goons poised to trap you. No one has ever managed to bring him down.
I haven't tried yet.
This is big. You drop a bomb like this, there's gonna be fallout.
That not even Falcone can survive.
Why give it to me then? You don't know how much I appreciate it, but you're Wayne. You could have given it to anyone.
I need an ally in the press.
After handing me something like this, I'd say you got one for life. Falcone's slippery, but this is enough to hang him out to dry.
You might come after her,
What
though.
this could do for the city, my career, I'm just wondering what the cost is gonna be.
It'll be worth it.
I don't know, Bruce. Falcone doesn't like bad press. If I run this story, I put a price on my head. The next time my name appears in the media, God, it might be an obituary.
Buy a bulletproof vest. It's the dress code for reporters here.
Thanks for the tip, but I've held my own so far. I always think, crime in the city, it's a hydra. You cut off one criminal's head.
3 more appear in its place. I know.
Unless we kill the beast once and for all. But who's even capable of that? If we don't act fast, that void will be filled by someone far worse. Wouldn't be the first time.
Batman's a symbol of hope, and that is better than any army.
If Gotham can rally around him, right now, he's just a monster of the week. It's a good thing you gave this to me instead of the police. Could end up buried in some evidence locker and not on every screen in Gotham where it belongs.
Public attention, that's what brings down men like Falcone. Not a bullet.
Though after my story runs, he might get that too. I'll be seeing you, Bruce.
It's done.
Good. So is our hunt. The drone's located Falcone downtown, a place called the Skyline Club. Although you're not dressed for that kind of party.
Well, I can always change in the car.
Driving so recklessly. I always liked the Batmobile. Skyline Club, 9:19 p.m. Oh snap! There we go. That damn postman.
The drone's cameras and scanning tech are fully functional.
All right. Let's find Falcone.
Oh my god, it's these peeps. Oh no, wait, no. No, yeah, it looks like them. He's gotta be somewhere in that room, isn't he?
That's the most heavily guarded door in the building.
Gotta be Falcone's hideout.
Well,
Isn't that him right there, though?
Just ringing the doorbell.
4 armed guards. Stealth not an option. I'll put together a plan of attack. Stand by. Couple of options for taking this guy down.
Alright, got that guy. But I need this guy first, though. If I throw him over? Alright. How many other guys do I need? Oh, there's that one right there. Maybe that's not a problem. What about the guy at the door? No? Not important? These guys are harmless. What else am I missing? This guy.
This one might be tricky. Any ideas?
I've got it covered, Al.
Can I kick him in the window? Oh, the lights. A knucklehead sandwich.
Bruce, have you formulated your plan of attack?
Am I gonna see it play out?
I'm going in.
Very good, sir. Your turn to crash his party.
All I'm gonna play is what I'm gonna do. Damn, dude, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're alive after that. Hiya! Just casually walk upstairs. Excuse me, pardon me. Oops, I'm clicking the wrong one, man. It goes a little bit too fast for me. I can't even see what's happening. Bye. But, okay, Alfred. We're doing all of this, but he's mad that we broke the dude's arm.
You got no goddamn right to be here! hell?
Get his ass.
Oh. How about this one? You can't sneak up on me.
EMP armed.
You think that's gonna work? I'm gonna light up the... Oh, God! Get your goddamn
Kick his
hands
ass.
off my suit!
Stay down, Falcone. We can end this now.
You've got a lot to learn, kid.
Explosives armed. Fire when ready.
My dude really thinks he can bring down Batman. I would just give up. like, my man. Peace.
Oh!
Answers, now, or you fall.
You! Alright!
The chemicals. Where are they?
What?
I found your calling card at the docks. The White Rose.
You think I wanted to lead you here? Yeah, something reeks about this whole thing. And it is a dead bat.
Still want to play games?
We're all being played here, including you. Those chemicals you're so riled up about, they're mine, all right? But someone is trying to cut me out of the deal because I did not make that mess at the docks.
Then who did?
No, we're done. Gotham's watching now.
I'm gonna have to choose, aren't I?
Give him a show. I'll be walking free by tomorrow morning. Gotham.
I said I wouldn't lose my way, okay? I gotta play cool. For Alfred, at least.
Christ almighty.
Spill it, Falcone, while you still can.
It's the Waynes. They're behind all this.
What do you mean?
You wanna save this city? Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Alfred, you're in that picture.
Thanks for the assist. Now we only have to take one of you down. Open fire!
What is their deal, man? They literally need help, and that's what he's did. It's like Superman, right? He's doing everything right, and they say a bunch of crap about him. I swear you can save everybody in this planet, cure everything,
Fire
and it will
smoke
still
could
hate you.
reportedly be seen from street level. Tonight, the Skyline Club, a high-rise mafia hangout in downtown Gotham, was the arena for a clash between the notorious Batman and alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone, who was found dangling over a 50-story drop. Bet Falcone loved that view. Though I'd say the crime boss getting his is well overdue, Falcone has slipped through the law's grasp for years. But after this dramatic arrest and a stunning expose by Gazette reporter Vicky Vale, Falcone's going away for a long, long time. And speaking of newly uncovered criminal dealings, this brings me to the story everyone is talking about: the Wayne family. For generations, the big W on the Wayne Enterprises tower was a reassuring sight. You knew that there was something pure at the heart of Gotham. That this city, for all its faults, was built by good people. But with Thomas and Martha's shining reputation called into question, we no longer have such assurances. And even worse, it seems the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. Gotham's greatest son, Bruce Wayne, seen here shaking hands with Carmine Falcone, may be just as crooked as his parents. In his defense, Wayne fired back saying,
"The Wayne family has always been a cornerstone of Gotham. We've never had and never will have connections to organized crime."
In a world where the Waynes, our golden family, are corrupt, who are we left with? Who can Gothamites look up to? The supposed hero Batman? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, we'll keep digging for the truth. But the prominent feeling throughout Gotham is that the Waynes' time in the sun is ending.
Oh, he's mad.
The suit, the car, this entire cave.
Master Bruce?
Everything I built. I created all of this because I didn't want any more innocent people to die. If Falcone's telling the truth about my parents, then what the hell did we do this for?
Bruce,
What have you been hiding from me? Alfred!
That's it. That was episode 1, y'all. Realm of Shadows.
when your parents died, they left me as caretaker of their estate, their son, and their secrets. I would never betray them. Your parents were good people, Bruce, no matter what that thug Falcone told you.
Then swear to me there's no truth to it.
That scoop you brought me on Falcone helped me more than you could possibly know. I owe you one.
I'm sure Falcone's taken harder beatings in the past. Hopefully, this one knocks something useful out of him.
Hell of a view.
Bruce, the Wayne name is toxic. I have to do what's best for my campaign. What's best for Gotham. I have to distance myself. I will find the truth. Along with anyone who stands in my way.
Okay, everybody, that was episode 1, and I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know what the story was gonna be about. Like I said, I didn't even know what to expect. I figured something to do with Batman and his story, and something with Gotham, right? But it wasn't necessarily like a game where you fight and you do side missions and you level up, right? It had something to do with the story, because it is a Telltale series, and that's how it usually is about. This is reminded me a little bit of the movie that came out with Robert Pattinson not that long ago. I think he also discovers that his family, and I think it was his parents as well, but his family's name was just corrupt just as much as everybody else. Really, that's how you end up being that wealthy a lot of the times. And I think we might dig deeper into that in this story here. I do want to know what Alfred has been hiding, what he hasn't told us. Is his parents really that dirty? And I mean, even if they are, I guess in a way he's trying to make that change, right? Unfortunately, he's connected to it because that is his name. There's a lot of things on the line here, not just as Batman, but as Bruce as well. And there's a lot of things trying to come at us, and your choices, I knew that handshake was gonna come at some point against us. We have to somehow make the people be on the side of Bruce. Can I trust Harvey though? I don't know. Everybody's saying that he's the thing that's gonna make a good change, so if the people already know that, why would they elect somebody else? I also feel like Batman needs a little bit of therapy, you know? I'm like, my dude, how old are you? You haven't gotten over the thing with your parents. It's very traumatic. That I could understand. understand. And him wanting to be a better person because of that and wanting to make change because of that, I understand. But it still gets to him very heavily is what I mean. Which I'm not saying that at some point it shouldn't, but it shouldn't hurt that much after so many years is what I mean. And maybe he needs some help figuring those emotions out. It's just because it might get the best of him eventually. And anybody can use that against him as well. And I guess it's kind of hard to forget, obviously, because they're your parents, but because he became Batman because of that. And everything that he's doing is because of that. Everything's connected to what happened to his parents. So I could understand how maybe reliving that over and over is tough for him. Nonetheless, though, I love this ending. It's almost like a cliffhanger. And this game does feel a lot like I am watching some kind of show and I'm making some changes here and there. And it's still a lot of fun. And I'm still very curious if I can start episode 2. I still don't know how that happened. I swear I didn't buy this because I told myself that I would do the demo first to see if I liked it. And if I did, then I'll look out for a sale and I'll eventually buy it. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways, with that, we'll leave it there. If you guys see an episode the next day, it's because we're going on that adventure. I might potentially or not potentially see you in the next one. I still hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if we do go on this adventure, I hope you guys enjoy or are excited as I am. Because I'm really curious how this is going to end and if there's more seasons than just this one. Because I know The Walking Dead has several seasons. And how far are they going to take this story? And with that, friends, I'll catch you in the next one.